Okay, so the first question is explain whether the light bulb or the resistor can be said to be ohmic. Ohmic means that our resistance is this, right? V over I, right? Which means if we're making a graph of current, right, I is going to be V over R, right? So that means if we make this graph, I is equal to 1 over R times V plus 0, right? If we make that into the form of a line, Y is mx plus B, right? So M is 1 over the resistance, which means that, if the resistor is a big resistor, then it's got a low slope. And if it's a small resistor, it's got a high slope, right? Okay, and then specifically it's ohmic if it's got a 0 y-intercept, right? Okay, so if either one of those things is not true, if it doesn't have a 0 y-intercept, and if it's not a straight line, then it's not ohmic, okay? So the resistor and the lamp both have a 0 y-intercept, so we're good there. But they're not both linear, right? So talk about the linearity of it, right? That's what you want to talk about. Is it linear? Does B equal 0? Does a y-intercept equal 0? If those aren't true, then it doesn't obey Ohm's law, right? All right, what's the resistance of the resistor? Well, probably the best thing to do is to just read that point right there, right? Because it goes to 0. R is V over I. Keep in mind that that's milliamps, so this is 6 times 10 to the minus third amps, right? So just keep that in mind, right? And then read what the voltage is. Plug it into this, right? Whatever that voltage is, whatever this voltage is. So I just have a little bit to the, I guess, the left of it, right? Easy, the current is 6 times 10 to the minus third, right? But the voltage is something else, right? So read that. Calculate, there you go. Okay, what's the resistance of the light bulb at a potential of 1 volt? Well, go up here at 1 volt, do the same thing. Same calculation, right? Okay, ooh, look at that. That is good. Okay, and then here's our light bulb, right? Whoop. Okay, there's our light bulb. So read off what that current is and do the same thing, right? So that's going to be R is V over I, right? V is going to be 1 volt. I, you're going to read from the graph. Make sure you're reading it for the light bulb. Yeah, the curvy one, right? And then at 5 volts, we're going to do the same thing, right? Oh, that was bad. Anyway, read that voltage right there, whatever that is. Oh, look at that. See, it really helps to have like a straight line, I feel like. Okay, read that current, do the same thing, right? So R is going to be V over I. In this case, it's 5 volts, so put 5 volts in there. And then read the graph. Remember that these are milliamps, so divide by 1,000, right? Okay. And what voltage do the resistor and the light bulb have the same resistance? Well, if they have the same resistance, then at some voltage, the current is exactly the same, right? Okay. So where is that on the graph? Where does R equal L? Well, it's 0, okay, but also at some other voltage, right? Yeah, R equals L, where IR equals IL. Okay, all right. Let's see.